Here's another thing that really is kind of strikes me the most regarding liability. Talking about liability in decentralized decision making, because DAOs distribute decision making across different participants, and complicating the assignment of liability. Understanding how responsibility is managed in this decentralized environment is key to addressing legal disputes. Now, in a DAO where decision making is decentralized, how does the concept of liability translate? Who bears the responsibility in the event of legal disputes or financial loss?
Yeah. So, as it was stated, we should remember that there are actually simplifying two types of DAOs. It is entityless and with some legal entity structure. So, if we are talking about entityless corporate organization, uh, most likely it will constitute a general partnership under laws of the most countries. And in such a case, the founders, or even not the founders, but members, they may uh, they may share the full liability for all the debts or actions of DAO, because there is no organization that could have limited those liabilities. And we can see it, if I'm not mistaken, the BZX protocol decision. So it was also versus CFTC
Mm.
commission. And yeah, it was stated, and many, actually, there are plenty of court decisions that says that even though it is a DAO, but still the organization of several members of natural persons that share the same purpose, and they have united to reach that purpose, it will constitute the general partnership if they haven't created the some structure, the
Mm.
organization that could have limited such liability. So yeah, in such case, they will have the full liability for all the debts or actions of such DAO. But if we are talking about the organization that has chosen to be a legal entity, in such a case, it will be depending on which type of legal entity they choose. It will be the restricted liability, for example, limited liability of limited liability company.
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
that is why actually Wyoming has gone through this uh, way. They have created the wrapped DAO. It can be named like that, wrapped DAO, with the organizational structure with the corporation,
Mm.
which creates and limits the liability of members, and it is much more favorable for those members. But anyway, the entityless DAOs still exist, and even though the members they have the full liability, it can be favorable for such DAOs that don't have the main intent to maximize profits, but more like it is a protocol DAO, like a type of DAO, or some non-profit DAOs. It can actually uh, choose an entity-less DAO, because it is much easier to realize almost the full potential of such organizations as being a general partnership, because it is not restricted by all the requirements that are required from corporations.
Talking about privacy, is privacy a concern in DAO? The data privacy?